What is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Phillies Hot Stove videocast, and today we're going to be recapping this spring training game between the Philadelphia Phillies and the New York Yankees, as the Philadelphia Phillies took down the Yankees today by a final score of 3-1. Now, before we get into this video, I'd like to apologize for no video yesterday. I was very busy, had more work to do. Got a little work in, starting to get really the swim club ready. Had to do some volunteer hours. I was doing some stuff, so I had to work on schoolwork, as I said. So getting a little bit busy now, but obviously I still gonna have time. Obviously you gotta realize this is a spring training, right? A lot of fire coming on here. It's not a lot of things to get excited about. I mean, obviously some young players get excited about, but there's nothing really fiery to talk about. It's not the regular season you can get really fired up about. So you just gotta understand that. But yeah, some stuff has happened, obviously. Bryce Harper, man, that guy, he's a beast. I'm telling you, man. This guy has had himself a fantastic spring, hitting 500. Got 3 hits today, 2 singles and a double. He's having himself a fantastic spring. He really is, and I couldn't be more impressed with him, man. I mean, he's really. I can't wait to see what he does this season, man. He's got the long hair going. He's got all this stuff, so. I love this man. I mean, he's great. I mean, he's great for this team. He's great for this organization. I couldn't be more excited to have him on this team. Second year now. So, MVP possible. I definitely think it's possible. I talked about this a few months ago. Do I think Harper has the chance to win the MVP? I definitely think he has a good chance. He definitely is an MVP candidate. Strikes me as an MVP candidate because he's such a pulverizing, just great player. Like he is just a tremendous baseball player. Like he's just so powerful. Like he's just so strong. Like he could literally do anything pretty much. I mean, he's Bryce Harper. He's had hype around him his whole life, and I think obviously we saw that big thing in 2015, right? I mean, you saw him really go off, and I think you could see that again this year. I really think so. I mean, obviously it's spring training. Luke, what are you doing? You're getting too excited. He's only played a few games. This is, spring training. He's batting 500. Big deal. Give him some time. You may be right. But I just have that feeling. I think he's going to have a monster year. I think he's comfortable. He's had his son. He's settled into a house. He knows what to expect going into the season as compared to last season. He didn't know what to expect. So I definitely think he's settled down a little bit. He knows what he's doing now. And I think that is a really big deal for him. So let's get it right into this video. Start the scoring in the top of the second inning. Former Philly Eric Kratz singled on a line drive to the left fielder Mikey Matuk, and Clint Frazier scored. Former Yankees top prospect. I know he's not really a prospect anymore. He's a big, obviously that big Cleveland Indians trade back in, I believe that was 2016 with Andrew Miller. Clint Frazier was a big part of that. And we've got bottom 3, Mikey Matuk, whatever his name is, homers on a fly ball to left field. And it is now a 1-1 ball game. And we got bottom 8, Christian Bethancourt hits his 3rd home run of the spring on a fly ball to center field. And that was a 2-run shot. Martini scored. And obviously Bethancourt scored. And it's now 3-1 Phillies. And that's your ball game. 3-1 your final score. Not a lot of scoring going on here. Let's just go right to the box score, shall we? I have something to talk about that I'm not super concerned about it, but it's one of those things that's like, what the heck? It's like a what the heck moment, right? So we got JT, he went 0 for 3 today. Big deal. He's hitting 300 on the spring. You got Bethancourt hitting 267. I mean, I said he wasn't going to make the team. Maybe he will. Harper, obviously, as I said, went 3 for 3. 2 singles, 1 double, hitting 500. Moniak got an appearance. He went 1 for 1. We got Gene Segura going 0 for 2. We got Alec Boehm going 0 for 1. We got Hoskins going 0 for 3. And then Didi Gregorius. Can we talk about Mr. Didi Gregorius? Hitting a flat 000 this spring, so thus far, ladies and gentlemen. He's hitting 0. That's right. 0. He has had himself a horrible start with the Philadelphia Phillies. Not a lot of solid contact. It's not like he's hitting the ball hard. He's just, I don't know. He's some slow starters out there, I guess, but he's playing his former team today. Didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. He's got 0 for 3. He's yet to collect that first hit. His OPS is 154. He has had a dreadful spring training so far. Is it concerning? Are alarm bells flashing? Are the lights, flashing? I don't know, man. I mean, this is about time, man. I mean, come on, get your first hit already. I mean, this is going on like 3 weeks now that we've been in camp, and this guy still hasn't collected his first hit. I mean, it's almost 3 weeks now, ladies and gentlemen. On Saturday, we marked the 3 weeks, I believe. So, I mean, there's simply no excuse for that. You're a professional baseball player. You should have more than enough time to collect your first hit. And I think that's really just not good. That's really bad. That's really, really bad. So does it concern me? A little bit. Well, he will get that first hit, but man, you couldn't ask for a worse start for Didi Gregorius here. And then you got Scott Kingery batting a whopping 125. Now, he does have a 553 OPS compared to Gregorius' 154 OPS. But still, a 125, that's pretty terrible. And I'm not even going to talk about Josh Harrison. He's a part-time player, hitting 158, big deal. You got Roman Quinn hitting 200. These are not guys that are going to have major impacts on this team, so it doesn't really matter. But guys like Kingery, Gregorius, these are guys that are starting players. These are guys that are going to be in the starting lineup almost every day. Like 90% of the time, 95% of the time, these guys are going to be in the starting lineup, assuming that they're healthy. And we need them to be better. And I understand it's spring training, but still, you got to get that first hit, man. You've been in camp for 3 weeks. 3 weeks. You still haven't got that first hit. Come on, man. Come on. That's ridiculous. You have had more than enough time. Looking at the pitching side, we got Russo on the mound today. Goes 2 innings, 2 hits, 1 run, 1 strikeout. We got McLean going an inning, 1 hit, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Garcia, 1 inning, 1 hit, 1 strikeout. And Morgan got an appearance, went 2/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 2 walks. And Russ got the win today. He went an inning and a third, and he allowed 1 hit. And that is your ball game. The Phillies, and obviously Clevinger got the save, his first of the spring. So that's your ball game, ladies and gentlemen. That is it. 3-1 Phillies win. All in all, good game for the Phils. Obviously, I talked about my concerns. I talked about my strong feelings. I talked about the things I'm confident about. Bryce Harper is one, obviously. JT having himself a good start to spring. I mean, had himself a nice 300 average. Gene Segura, very impressed with him, what he's been able to do, a nice 300 average. Hoskins is doing mediocre. Not great. Not terrible. He's not doing a Didi Gregorius, right? He's not pulling the Gregorius. He's not doing that. Kingery and Gregorius, man, I'm telling you. Start flashing the red lights, I guess, right? I mean, it's starting to get, alarm bells are sounding, right? I mean, this is starting to get ridiculous now. Obviously Kingery has a hit. I mean, he's hitting 125, but Gregorius, the alarm bell should be really going off for him. I mean, no hits. He's got a flat triple donut in there, man. 0, 0, 0. That's scary, man. You look at a number, you get scared. Your stomach drops, man. I'm telling you. I am telling you, man, he has had a slow start to the spring training, man. And it's not like it's been a week. It's not like it's been 5 days, ladies and gentlemen. It has been almost 3 weeks now. 3 weeks coming up on Saturday. And he better have a hit by Saturday. Playing the Twins tomorrow. 105 the first pitch at Spectrum Field. Some other news to talk about. Aaron Nola was diagnosed with the flu. Aaron Nola is diagnosed with the flu. He is expected to be ready by opening day. I expect that Girardi and the rest of the coaching staff wants him to be away from the players to prevent them from getting sick. Obviously, you have the coronavirus, which is a really big deal right now in this country. Obviously, it's really, getting big. I mean, for me, they just canceled school for 1 day next week to try to plan in case they have to do school online or something, man. This is crazy. I mean, I think the media is hyping it up a little bit, but it is serious. You have to take that in consideration. But obviously, players are not allowed to sign autographs right now, because of this. I don't know if that's, I think they could sign maybe 3 or 4, but they can't do any more than that. Obviously this is serious, but I think it's blown a little bit out of proportion. I'm not going to get too much into it, but it is serious. You should wash your hands. You should be, sanitary. You should take care of yourself. So It's obviously, you should be a little, you should be, focused on that. You shouldn't let it like ruin your day, but you should be aware of your surroundings, right? So I just want to remind everyone about that. Just don't get too psyched out about it. It's not a, I'm not going to say it's not a big deal, but, I think, people are blowing it a little bit out of proportion, but it is serious. So just keep that in mind. So keep safe, keep clean, and all that kind of stuff. So Aaron Nola, as I said, diagnosed with the flu, will be ready by opening day. So there's that. And obviously yesterday, the Phillies were creamed by the Toronto Blue Jays by a final score of 9-0. They got beat. They got their asses whooped. 9-0 yesterday by the Toronto Blue Jays, man. That was a killer for the Phillies. I mean, I tell you what, the Blue Jays always seem to kick our butt in spring training. I don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. But, guys, that is going to do it for this video. I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. Please click that subscribe button if you haven't yet. Please turn on that notification bell. And please share this video around. I could really use some subscribers, really use some content growing this page. So, thank you again. I'm Luke, and as always, it's always been a pleasure. And I hope to see you again this week. Recapping one of these games. As I said, Minnesota Twins tomorrow 1:05, the first pitch at Spectrum Field. As I said, I hope to see you again this week. I'll definitely see you this weekend. Hope to see you again this week. Schoolwork is a little lighter this week, so I hope to make a video. So thank you all so much for watching this video. I am Luke, and I will talk to you all later. Peace out, guys. Take care.